Gas prices. We watch them go up, we watch them go down, we watch them go up, we watch them... Well, you know how it is. But why is it like this? To understand gas prices, we can't start here at the pump. In fact, we have to start all the way at the other end. Come on, follow me. The story of oil begins out here, miles below my feet. The ancient remains of plants and animals have been liquefied into crude oil by the weight and pressure of the earth, hence the name, fossil fuels. This crude oil is the raw material from which gasoline is made. But before that can happen, the oil first has to be found. Enter the geologists. They might work for an oil company, they might be contracted by a private company. However they got here, they've come prepared with a lot of research and some very extensive geologic surveys before they go out looking for crude oil. Once our geologists have located the oil and the site is cleared for drilling, it's time to prepare the land, build the necessary facilities, put a crew together, and get to work. When our crude oil is out of the ground, it's loaded up and delivered to distribution centers or stored in stockpiles. Meanwhile, the geographic regions that produce the oil make the exporting decisions that help secure profits while ensuring a steady global supply for consumers. This happens with WTI crude oil in the US, Brent in the North Sea, and with groups such as OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries. So while all this oil is on the move, the companies that own it are waiting for or negotiating the best price for their oil. Did I just say price? Everything we just covered, the geologic legwork, the production logistics, the supply chain movements, the manpower involved, they're all fundamental steps in bringing crude oil to market. As such, all this work plays a role in the price you pay at the pump. But before we can add it all up, we need to start heading downstream. Let's go. Welcome to the exchange. If this all looks pretty complex and complicated, well, it is. This is where a large amount of the world's commodities are traded. In general, people use exchanges for two key things: price discovery and risk transfer. To demonstrate these concepts, let's get back to those barrels of oil we've been talking about. Crude oil prices come down to the simple laws of supply and demand. When there's more supply than demand, the prices go down, and when demand starts to outweigh supply, the prices go up. Exchanges give consumers who need large amounts of crude oil a place where they can access transparent prices no matter how the markets might move. These consumers are producers, refiners, distributors, storage companies, gas retailers, municipalities, airlines. By using futures contracts to set predictable prices for their oil, they can free up time and resources to plan the future of their businesses around those costs. But that price risk doesn't just disappear into thin air. It's being transferred to our speculators. They try to correctly anticipate future price movements and then buy and sell contracts in pursuit of profit. Speculators give our producers a broad field of guaranteed buyers and sellers for the contracts they hold, something we refer to as liquidity. The more liquidity we have, the more trading activity we have. And this constant flow of trades brings balance to the markets and more stabilized prices for everyone. So when we last saw our oil, it was waiting in stockpiles while our producers and consumers went about their business at the exchange. Somewhere in between, the crude oil has been refined or made into gasoline. At this point, though, our gas station has purchased and stocked the gasoline that you put in your vehicle. The cost that the station paid generally breaks down like this. In order to buy their next supply of gasoline, they'll be using the money they make from the gasoline they sell today. So they set a price per gallon that's competitive with the other gas stations here in town. Oh, and don't forget the state taxes and fees. No one escapes those, most certainly not your neighborhood gas station. So there it is, the wide world of variables that go into gas prices and all the reasons why we see them go up and down and up and, well, you get the picture. See you at the pump.